YouTube.
Yes.
Preparing the live stream to the meeting. Here we go. Here we go. Power of the flip.
Okay.
Give me a minute. Savior, we about to go. All right. I think we're on. I think we are on. We're going live. We're going live to YouTube. Yes, we are on live.
Are we live?
We are live, but I can't see. It says live on YouTube, but I
oh yes, no.
I'm just focusing on you.
Yes, it is live. No,
we are
I got
live.
It. And I'm checking it out. So there we go. But I'm turning it down because I don't want the echo.
Okay. So yes, we are live. So go ahead. I'm sorry. We are. Let me do our intro. We are doing our weekly Sip and Chat Thursdays with local entrepreneurs who are looking ways to collaborate and grow. So please welcome Mr. Quintin Dukes down there and Miss Jakia Wilson, who's on there. And of course, I'm Tonia Tyler. So let's kick this off. All right, Jakia, it's all yours.
Well, before we went live, we were just talking about, I guess, just growing and being and stepping out. You know, not be, just taking what we have and doing the most with it. And it takes bravery to be. When I moved into this apartment, and I have a story, and I can't get into all of it, you know, because we'd be here all day. But when I moved into this apartment, I didn't have anything. Okay, this apartment didn't have a stove or refrigerator. I didn't have any furniture because I had just came back from Maryland and I had got rid of everything. I'm one of these people where I don't value, or how about this? I like stuff. I think stuff is great, but we can't take stuff with us. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm not afraid to start over. I'm not afraid to give stuff away. If God say give away my bed today, I guess I'll be on the floor tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Until I get another one. That's just how I view things because I'm that type of person. So when I moved to Maryland and I came back to date and and I moved into this apartment, there was nothing, it was empty. And I said, okay, Lord, I'm looking around, so okay, what are we supposed to do here? What is supposed to go on? I'm not understanding this because I was in DC getting ready to do my play, baby. It was about to hit the stage. It's going, but stuff hit the fan and the whole thing just crumbled. So I took what I had was the growth of myself, the rebirthing of myself in this adventure on authentically finding myself, not being afraid to fail in front of people. Because see, people think that the things that we go through that may not look to the world like we're defeated. Okay, to you, I look defeated, but you don't even understand what God is doing to me, baby, because I'm learning a whole lot, baby. I see things real clearly. Because when we go through things, that's what happens. We gain insight because that foresight is hindsight is foresight. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. And so I started to just build myself. And that's what I build my YouTube channel off of. But that's why I build KiKi's critique off of is the fact that we got to constantly critique ourselves to become the highest, best version. And that means not being afraid to fail in front of people, not being afraid to say, you know what, I don't know it all. I don't have it all together, but I'm going to try this anyway. And if it works, baby, then watch me work. If it don't, then I tried it and I can tell you something about it. If you ask me, I promise you that.
She always has me laughing. You always have me laughing, but not in a bad way because it's your energy that just flows. So that's what I like.
Yeah, she has like a little comedic thing, like a comedic undertone. But you know what? The message is powerful, though. You know what I mean? It most definitely is because it shows that. Again, like you said before, that's when the lessons come out. You learn about yourself, about, you know, how things work, how things go, all those different things. Sometimes you got to bump your head. You got to skin your knee. It's going to be okay. You're going to survive.
Or about losing
you're going to survive.
I got a natural care line. Kids Me All Natural, and I was creating my body butter and I'm whipping this thing, Quintin. I broke the code. I got the right amount of preservative in it, the right amount of, I was feeling good about this thing. And my baby was like pulling on me, and I had the blender in my hand, and it.
Well, here's the positive thing. At least you still got your thumb, though.
Come on now, won't he
look
do
at
it?
Look at that.
Listen, look at God. Look at him. Because the
on.
enemy was trying to take my thumb from me. God said, don't worry about it. We're going to sew that thing back on, baby. No worries.
You know what the funny thing is, this morning when I was laying in the bed, you just lay there and you just reflect. And for some reason, I sat there and I looked at my hands. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, just looking at your hands. And I ended up, I was like, I kissed him. I was like, because I'm thinking I could have ended up without hands or something like that. Or, so I don't know what it was. It just came over me. It's just be thankful for what you have. Because you got, there are people who don't have hands.
Come
or
on.
legs
Come on.
and they're doing amazing things. And you're like, you got all your body parts and you can't figure it out. So I was like,
for 2 weeks, I couldn't even use this hand.
Oh, we ain't gonna go there with that.
Oh,
wow. I'm gonna talk about her for a hot moment. Let me tell Mr.
Hello.
I'm gonna talk about you because this is part of KiKi's critique, right? She gets on there. We supposed to do an interview. She's like, yeah, my thumb. I'm thinking, okay. So that night she texts me. She says, Tonia, text me. I don't think I can do the interview because I can't get my hair. I can't do my hair. And I'm thinking, I'm not gonna respond right away, right? Because I'm thinking to myself, she done. If you see her YouTube channel, she's done her podcast in shower caps. She even had one with her sitting on the toilet. So I'm thinking to myself, you couldn't come on because you couldn't get your hair done. You could have came up with a better excuse than that because she couldn't get her hair done. I see you could have slapped a wig on your head.
I was feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, you were. And I was not gonna.
You weren't buying it. You weren't buying it, Tanya. You weren't buying it.
I wasn't buying it because I was like, you know what? I'm not. And not what? I didn't respond to the next day because I was like, I'm not even going to entertain this one right now because I'm thinking to myself, I saw her do a show in her shower cap and she worried about her hair. Come on now.
But because we met, we got on a call like this the very next day. And so it's like this was on the Wednesday, and then the Thursday we had this call. So it's like 1 or 2 days different. Like what change? But I was just feeling sorry for myself. You get the funk. I'm like sitting there like my thumb. I can't even comb my hair. And she want me to do it, and I'm not doing it.
You was you was going through. It's okay. You were going through it.
I was going.
You know what? Let me tell you about Mr. Quintin though. I like him because. So I don't know if you haven't seen our latest interview. We had so much footage.
You did another one.
We had so much footage.
It was
we had
about
2 days. 2 days.
When did that come out? Last week?
Yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why. Because I'm like, because I generally try to hop on and
you
catch
do.
your videos. So I'm like, okay, it might have been something. Friday, because I just saw Fridays. Yeah, I just saw Fridays last night, and that was the lady. Interview with the lady.
He had me out there sweating.
It was a little hot.
It
was a little hot that day.
It was hot that day, and we just kept talking. I could put my arm. I was like, I'm getting comfortable, but that's how it was like. And I thought about because it was like grown folk conversation. And I'm thinking to myself. When I, go back on the replay, I'm thinking, dang, I did talk about my husband a lot. So at least I kept it positive.
But you want to know what, though? You want to know what the people that I know personally, like when they gave me feedback about it, they actually liked that you did that. You know what I mean? Because they found it to be helpful. They were like, oh, okay, I appreciate that she actually stepped outside and was kind of like vulnerable in that moment and shared some intimate details of what she learned along the way. So you've been helping people. Whether you know it or not.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you for sharing that because I'm thinking to myself, my husband gonna be like, "What the hell? You share all that?"
But it was I feel like you maintained some healthy boundaries when you taled about it. So I think you're good.
Okay. Yeah, I think because it's been a couple of days, he would have said something by now.
Right.
He putting all our business out there. But no, it was a fun conversation, and like I said, I felt comfortable, but. you know, I could collaborate with like Quintin. Quintin's a natural talker, so I was like, you gonna do well on your YouTube channel. You just need to come on out here and just you just have
Listen,
to
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get there.
you got to. If you on if you're on Instagram, because you do your Instagram stuff, it's the same thing.
Oh, well, here's the thing. So I kind of stopped that. I stopped it because I was doing it with Hope. And so we only did like maybe 2 or 3 episodes. And then there was another person, we did like an IG live. It was just stuff kind of got a little bit because I took on the second job. That's why. So with the whole COVID thing, listen, I've been working.
Yeah. But you know, you can work it in. What they say, what's that phrase? 9 to 5 pay the bill, 6 to 11 makes the empire, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, that's true. See, I'm trying to get there, but see, the problem is with the job that I'm at right now as we speak, sometimes we can go a little late. Sometimes. So by the time I get home, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little tired because the first job I have to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get there by 4:45.
Wow.
Go ahead.
You know, I'm about to say KiKi's critique. You know, you could, like right now, you on here, you could have made a little video right here, a snippet, and put it in there.
I'm trying to tell you because I was about to hop on with it.
You don't need a whole dedicated
you
hour.
Really don't.
Snip it here, snip it there, and it all together.
You literally don't. And the one thing that, you know, when you getting started, when you doing it, what makes it work is your authenticity, where you at presently, exactly what's going on. I'm at work. I decided to start my YouTube channel right where I'm at. And I want to talk to you guys about what's on my heart, what's on my mind, what my plans are, what I'm doing. The one thing that has helped me with my YouTube channel, Quintin, is accountability.
Okay.
I've learned a different type of accountability. I'm a self-motivator. I don't need anybody to motivate me or to push me. I can do that by myself. But where I always fell short is accountability. That's been my flaw. So one thing about me is I'm not afraid to jump out. And just jump. I'll just jump. I said, look, I'm gonna do 7 videos in 7 days. I did 3 videos in 7 days. Okay, I did 3. But I challenged myself. That was the whole point of it, is to learn something. Even in that, I learned that I can't do 7 videos in 7 days right now. That's what I learned. You know what I mean? But so to push ourselves and just to start where we are, and because there's so many people that will be right there with you and think, I don't have the time. You will be amazed at how much time that God would anoint. Now, for an average person, an hour can go by and it seemed like 5 minutes. Because you can have the hour and be like, dang, where did that hour go? Or you can have an hour be like, wow, I got a lot done in this hour. That's the difference between an anointed time and maybe a time that maybe we trying to make doing works. It's all about us. We trying to make something happen. So if you operate in the times that you feel in that inspiration, and don't be afraid, just step out there. You'll be amazed how much time you have to do all the things that you want to do.
Yeah, she preaching.
Okay, yeah, well, listen, I know you preaching. I definitely know you preaching. I think, you want to know, okay, so being that we being transparent,
okay.
I think now that we're talking about it, I think one of the, I guess, apprehensions is probably some of my conversation that I may talk about, because see, here's the thing that I notice is that there are people who love to listen to kind of like the way I formulate ideas and my messaging and all this other stuff. But then I used to be a health educator, so I tell people all the time, I used to get paid to talk about sex. And some people, that might be like a touchy subject, or certain parts of relationships or certain type of relationships might be a touchy subject. So then I think for me, the one question that comes to mind that's kind of central to me is just kind of like, are you ready for that? Because there's going to be, like you said, critiques. So there's going to be critiques. There may be some backlash. There may be, and I think you have to be in a space to be able to kind of like deal with all of that. And so not to say that I'm not, because I have a thick skin, so that's not a problem. It's just, you be like, whew, you know, if you ready? Are you ready to jump in or you not? You ready? Are you ready to put your big toe in the pool? And I think that's where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to that place where I'm just kind of like, and I think I'll know. I think I'll know.
I have an answer for that.
Because the thing is, put the bathing suit on first. You gotta put the bathing suit on, put your feet in the water and see. You know, you can always pull back if it ain't working or if you can't take it. But at least you, in your mind, you've already thought about the apprehension you get. You ain't even got it going yet. So that's what I'm saying. Why you defeating yourself and you ain't even got started? Because there are people who are waiting for your message. And you can only deliver it the way you can. So, like I said, if you have to get your toe wet, just do it once a week. Or if not, do every 2 weeks. There's nobody that says you have to do it every day. You know, but like I said, huh?
And if I may, Tanya,
go ahead.
Let me just say this.
She about to step to the podium. Go ahead.
Go to the podium. Don't make me pull out my mic.
Pull it out, Tanya.
I gotta pull out my mic.
Yeah, girl, go get it, because she looks sexy with it. What I've learned, because Quintin, with my channel, KiKi's Critique, I talk. Okay, get that mic, baby. Pull it out.
You know, because I'm like, I can't hear you on that one again. Say that again. No, go ahead.
One of the things that I was like you, that I was apprehensive about was my content. Would people receive my content? You know, because like, you know, I'm a real person. So I'm liable to talk about my mama, my daddy, my sister, my cousin, and them and everybody, not in a way of blasting anyone or throwing anybody underneath the bus. Because I don't talk about people. I don't be like, okay, let me tell you what happened with my mama. You know what I'm saying? But what I will express to you, and I mean, in some cases I will, you know what I'm saying? In some cases I will, only was based on my truth, my story, what I own, what I have accountability and responsibility over. Nothing about nobody else. So I feel like once we are confident in our own stuff and we own it, that we can stand in our truth. Like, this is my story. This is how I see things. This is what's coming. This is what's happening.
Okay.
Take it or leave it, like it or not, love it or don't love, but I need to get my truth out. I got to be honest with myself. I want to be authentic with me. And that's what I've done with KiKi's Critique, is just really learn to be authentic with me and just be like, you know what, take me as I am. I mean, this is just it now.
But yes, get out. You got to get out there. You got to put that bathing suit on. Dip your toe out there in the water and go for it. That's all you can do.
That's what she said.
Okay. Like I said, my first step, I'm gonna come up with a date. It's gonna be within 2020. So before the year.
2020, really?
Yeah, it's gonna happen this year.
You need to give it a look closer than that. Come on now, give me a little. Can we Brian the rent? Come on.
Well, I mean, I think that's good, especially on live. I mean, he is giving.
I mean, we going live, but you know me. Come on, come with it. As we talk shit, we'll get off the pot now. Come on now.
Procrastination is assassination.
Yes.
Okay. You put the pressure on. I could do October, first week of October.
You know me, I'm military, so I'm writing that down.
Okay. We'll do October 2nd, because 2 is my favorite number. So October 2nd, 2020.
You don't have to talk about sex right away. You can talk about other things. You can talk about relationships and geared towards that.
Talk about whatever you want. Is Quintin's channel.
I know, but the thing is, he ain't done it yet. So I'm just saying.
I'm getting it. It's set October 2nd, 2020. Yep.
He's on live, so
if you have guests and stuff on your show, I would love to hop on. I will collaborate anytime.
Okay. Listen, I gotta write all this stuff down. Okay,
you better write it down now. Let's take notes. I got my pad here too, baby.
I know, that's what I said. I got mine.
We don't get started without it now.
We down to 1 minute before the 8. Do you want to keep going on the live?
So yeah, I don't care.
You want to go to 1:30 or so? I'm just asking.
Oh, we should
Well,
do.
I was gonna
You
say I
wanna
do
go
have to
live
step. I
on
was gonna say I
Facebook?
gotta leave out a little early. Gotta leave out a little early, but no. I'll probably connect. I'll connect with Tonya or whatever to get your information, KiKi,
Please
because
do.
you will definitely be one of my accountability partners.
Yes,
And
I would
Tonya, you
love
already
it.
know you my accountability partner.
Oh, I love your energy, Quentin. When we met at a meetup and he came to the table, he said, I got some ideas. I'm like, I'm sure you do.
Right.
That's
No, I would
awesome.
listen. I was really excited because I'm not from, Tanya, I'm not from
Right.
Cincinnati. And I was just, well, January will make it 2 years. It's just the time that I've been here. I haven't found people that think along the same lines or have the same common goals and things like that. So
Yes.
when I came to the meetup group, I was like, okay, I feel like I'm in my space. I feel like I'm in my lane right now. So
Right.
I'm excited. It's just been a journey at this point. After I left that meetup group, this has just been a journey every day.
And I remember because I told you, I said at the time, I said, I'm going to start my YouTube channel. I remember saying I hadn't even started it at the time.
Right. And then we were sitting there talking about it. See, that's how it works.
Wow.
That's how it all comes together. All
I'm
right.
gonna-
Well, it was
I'm gonna
nice
end
speaking with
live
everybody.
Yes, this was
Yes.
so
I'm gonna wrap up the
fun.
live.
I
Hold
love
on,
our
let me just
Thursday.
wrap up the live. And then before we go.
Okay.
So, you know me, and let me get my, you know me, I'm the administrator, if you don't know. I do me, man. Don't get mad. So, all right, I'm going to get us off. It's been a pleasure talking live.
Yes, Quentin. Yeah, get my information. I will talk to you soon. I know it, and it was a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Same here.
Get off of YouTube. Bye.